Hey everybody, welcome back to BigRedEDC. Well, our good friends at Rosecraft Blades have another release for us. It's getting towards the end of the year. I wonder how many more. Actually, he said this is the last release from round 6. Totally a guess on my part. I'm guessing this might be the last one we see for the year, but you know, when it comes to Andy, you just never know. So, what do we have in front of us? Well, we have the Cumberland River Coke Bottle. There are 2 different versions of it. We have the light brown micarta, and we have the toasted white bone. I'm going to save the toasted white bone for last. Let's take a look at the micarta version. And you know what? After we get done taking a look at these, I have a very important message from Andy that I would like to share with you guys. So please stick around for that. But oh my goodness. Oh, we got the spade shield. Very nice. Excellent. Of course, we just always kind of go around. Very nice. Back spring looks good. The pins and transitions are just absolutely amazing. The shield, very nice. Single-bladed Coke bottle. Like I said, brown micarta on this one. You've got the nail nick. I'd say that's 5.5. Nice, decent pull to it. Snaps into that half stop. Of course, we're going to get rid of the sticker as we always do. Nice clip point blade. D2, as pretty much all of their slip joints have been. Of course, it is an Andy Armstrong design. 026. Very nice. Pops into that half stop. And very nice. Very nice. Guys, they do a phenomenal job with these knives. And that has a lot to do with this message that Andy wants to get out about the construction of the knives and maybe some misconceptions that are out there. But this is a really, really gorgeous, gorgeous knife. Absolutely. Absolutely. So, whoops, a little high on that. So there we have the brown micarta. Actually, I'm going to pull that off to the side real quick because now I want to look at this toasted white bone. I have grown to like that white bone and that toasted. Oh my goodness, would you look at that? Oh, that looks fantastic. It's almost, it's almost kind of got that stag look to it, with the colors and everything. But it's nice and smooth. My goodness, would you look at that? That is gorgeous. Absolutely. Oh, wow. Again, the spade shield. Yes. And it's got a really nice, I kind of thought it would be a lot slipperier than this, but it's not. The coating that they've used on the bone actually gives you a really nice grip to it. Very nice. Again, yep, pins, transitions, fantastic. Transitions, pins, shield, all done so very well. Again, yeah, 5.5-ish into the half stop, pops open, get rid of the sticker, over there. Over there. Very nice. Again, same model. Oh my goodness. Nice clip point, nice swedge. Very nice. Let's see. Pops into that half stop. Very nice. Yes, indeed. These are so very well done. Andy has done it again. A nice duo of knives from RoseCraft. Absolutely. Very nice. Dude, this one is just blowing me away. I love the way that looks. That toasted white bone. Very, very nice. Well, now, here, I told you that Andy had a really important message to get out. And he feels that there's some confusion out there about how these knives are made. And he just wants to get the point across that they're really not made any different than a lot of the slip joints you'll find out there. You know, he wants you to know that every brand cuts them from raw materials, and they use machines to do it. Everybody grinds their blades and uses machines to do it. Every brand creates handles, you know, of bolsters and liners, and they use machines to do it. Now, these are CNC machined from a single piece of metal. Some companies press the bolster to the liner, and then they have to trim it down from there. But these are all CNC'd. So, and he's like, from every step here on, it is completed by hand, by a human, with the aid of machinery, of course. But a worker hand assembles, hand pins, and hand fits each knife. A worker hand halves each knife to ensure that the material, shields, pins are flush with smooth transitions and bolsters and liners. We just went over that. A person hand sharpens each blade to the final razor sharp sharpness. A person hand cleans, oils, and polishes each knife to its finished state. And these are QC'd at least twice before they come to you. They're QC'd at the factory, and they're QC'd in Tennessee after they get them at RoseCraft. And he wants you to know, yes, we reopen, unwrap, check, and repackage each knife after they get it. So, basically what that means is they're made very similar to others, but he wants you guys to know how their process works. He also says they're working on some factory process videos to see how they're made. That would be really cool. I would love to see those. That would be fantastic. But, guys, you guys as well as I know that these knives, when they come out, are fantastic. Now, they do sell some seconds. And, you know, that's why they get QC'd twice. Because if they don't meet Andy's QC, his standard, they may pass the QC at the factory, you know. And you guys know as well as I do, again, that a lot of times when they sell something as a second, it is so very hard to tell why it's a second. So, you know, Andy just wanted me to kind of pass that along, just so you guys understand. And again, I would love to see those process videos. But, guys, these are available today. They drop today, 8 p.m. Eastern at all their retailers, 8 a.m. Eastern, and noon Eastern at RoseCraft. So the dealers and stuff can get to sell them a little bit before RoseCraft does. But wherever you go, if you go to RoseCraft, use code BigRedEDC to save 10%. If you shop at somewhere like Traditiaonal Pocket Knives, use code BigRed10 to save 10%. Save yourself a little bit of money. These are selling for $59.99. So you can save yourself $6. So that's it. So thank you so much, Andy, again, for another beautiful, beautiful set of knives and giving me the opportunity to help get the word out about the drop today. And thank you guys so much for stopping by and checking them out with me. Have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day. Like, subscribe, leave me that comment. You know I love talking to you. Until next time, guys, I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.